Hey guys, Ash Legends. Welcome to the video. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you need them out there today. Today's gonna be a fun little video because I have invested, more than invested, I have maxed out, pushing to the limit in Epic. The odds are 90% of you guys haven't even heard of. This Epic has actually been on my wish list for a long time in my Altar of Souls. I maxed her, but I never built her. I never did Masteries. I never put any gear, never booked her, nothing. But she was my only epic because I just wanted to, well, you'll see why. You'll see why. And there she is. Anybody know who this epic even is? She was my only one. By the way, I got Shuzen, Marius, and Fabian in my wish list on Legendary. Who do you guys have on your wish list? I would love to hear your rares, epic, and legendary. Does anybody like me, when you really want somebody badly, just put one in there? Because I don't want to ruin the odds for Wuji in this case. Well, you know what? I didn't record it, unfortunately, but I got my hands on a 6-star stole for Wuji. Wuji's a shadowkin Force Affinity epic, and she's always intrigued me, and today we're going to push her to the limit. We're going to see, is she a hidden gem, or is she a massive, massive stay away, bust, vault keeper, vault lord, whatever the heck. She looks pretty cool, right? Like, I like the aesthetics here. Bow chicka bow wow. Yeah, Wuji. All right. I don't know what you look like, your face, but you know, yeah, I like it. I like the whole the shadowkin kind of a motif that we got going on here. So she's an attack-based champion. This is why I wanted her empowered. Let's take a look at the stats. 10k, barely 10k HP. She's a squishy Wuji, isn't she? She got 1498 attack. I like that number. 1134 defense does mitigate some of the lack of HP a little bit. 97 speed. So this is why I wanted to have her fully awakened, fully empowered, because man, she is the definition of a glass cannon. So what does she do? Dire Twin Blade attacks one enemy, 30% chance to place the big version of Weaken. That can be booked up to a 50% chance. Attacks all enemies instead of one when counterattacking with this skill. This is what intrigued me. The A2, World of Darkness, 4-turn cooldown AoE, has a 55, make it 75% chance of placing block buffs for 2 turns. Man, this ability, it should be good, but boy, I hate the 4-turn cooldown, and I really hate that it's not 100% chance on the block buffs, right? So, meh. Her Shinobi Arts, her A3 ability is a 3-turn cooldown. It's a perfect veil and a counterattack on this champion for 2 turns. Now we're talking, because we get counterattack for 2 turns out of every 3 turns when booked. Thus we get the AoE attacks on the A1 every time that she counterattacks, right? And then we get the perfect veil as well, which we really need help in terms of survivability. Now it can have extra utility in areas like Hydra Clan Boss as well. And then we have attack in all battles. Not a bad aura. At 20%, we can use that, you know, anywhere. It's all battles, Ash. There we go. So that's it. That's her kit. I've always wondered, is she good? Can she hit hard? Can she deal a lot of damage to Hydra? Can she deal a lot of damage elsewhere?
Ah, we're finished! Is that a wrap? He and I are finished. The show must go on.
Today we're gonna answer all of those questions and more. Let's go ahead and pull up the Wuji builds. There she is. Wuji. Have my blessing. I went Crushing Rend on the blessing. On the relic, I went Royal Digit, whereas a 20% chance to decrease incoming damage by 10%. I figured more survivability, probably a good thing on this champion. We went with Merciless Gear for 2 reasons, right? Number 1 is sure the ignore defense will take it, obviously. But I really wanted the 30% chance to decrease a random skill's cooldown by 1 turn when dealing damage, right? That can give us a chance of both the A2 and the A3 are super powerful if we can reduce the cooldowns. The A2, because we can have block buffs more consistently, and news flash, spoiler alert, this World of Darkness actually smacks, okay, her A2. So the more we can get there, the better. And then I would love to have Shinobi Arts get the decreased duration as well, thus keeping that counterattack on her as much as humanly possible, thus the counterattacks, or the AoE attacks, excuse me, with the A1 ability, right? So we put her in Merciless for that reason. Now, I might even go reflex or just a 4-piece merciless if you don't have the gear to make it work. But either way, I think that's the best route for her. Probably just lethal or savage otherwise. Crit damage on the gauntlets, attack percentage on the chest. We have attack percentage with speed on the boots. Should I glyph this out? It is feral. Feral's so... And look at the speed on this bad boy. Let's go with the glyph. Give me a 4. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're good luck. You watching right now, me and you, simpatico.
Thank you, Charlie, for being my lucky charm.
All right, let's go accuracy. Yeah, 54 of these dang 4-stars. Sure, we'll use them. What do you guys think the rarities on the glyphs are gonna be? You hear about that? They're gonna have legendary, epic, and rare glyphs. I think they're probably just gonna be like, I don't know. What the hell are they going to be? I don't know. I was going to guess something, but maybe an extra little stat. I have no idea. Anyway, I digress. Resist, yeah, let's throw on a resistance on her as well, right? So those are the boots. Attack percent. Why did I go attack percentage on the boots? Because I wanted to sacrifice a little bit of speed so I can get bigger smacks out of that A1. It's a counterattack after all. It doesn't move at the speed of her. It moves at the speed of whoever's attacking her. We have, again, we're just looking for some speed, some crit rate, some attack where we can find it, maybe a little survivability as well. So you put it all together and we got 38k HP on this champion, which is so low considering, look at how much we're almost getting 20k HP just from the blessings and the empowerment and the faction guardians and the classic arena. Man, oh man, that's crazy. From the artifacts, we're only getting 13k. She does have 3,500 on the defense, almost 8,000 on the attack. 107 with 299. I'm one short of the big 300 and 395 on the accuracy. Obviously, stats on her. We're gonna want accuracy for the A2 and the A1. That big version of Weaken is really sneaky nice on the A1 ability, right? And then crit damage on the amulet attack on the ring. For masteries, I really would have loved the support tree. I think that Master Hexer is really pivotal or crucial on this champion if you want to land your block buffs, right, on that A2. But Lasting Gifts could be really good as well because keep in mind, Lasting Gifts can proc on her counterattack as well. Heck, we could even benefit from Sniper to get that weaken up on the A1 ability, right? And probably going Master Hexer and Sniper would be the way to go because we can benefit on the A2 because the block buffs is not 100%. So Sniper and Master Hex are very hard not to go with, but I did notice something in my playtesting on this champion. Ally attacks aren't going to proc her AoE on the A1, but Retribution and Deterrence will proc the AoE on the A1 even if she's not under counterattack because she's actually counter-attacking on Deterrence and Retribution, whereas on an ally attack, she's not obviously counter-attacking, even without the buff. So I went defense tree, and those are the masteries. All right, Blessing, I already talked about it. If I didn't have 6-star, I would go Cruelty instead of Crushing Rend. You could probably make a case that going Cruelty might still be the way to go because all she's got is AoE, right? But I went Crushing Rend for a little bit more ignore defense. That's the build, guys. Let me stop blabbing about her and let's see her in action. Let's start with a random, before we jump into Hydra, I'll jump into the arena just for a quick test. She's not an arena champion though, but we're gonna test her out anyway. Let's go ahead and run her in a Cursed City floor. I have S24 here. I have her with Wuji, Aboro. I figure they're kind of like sisters in crime from Shadowkin, right? And then we have Arbiter, Mithrala, and Lydia. Kind of the trifecta of boss, free-to-play, farmable legendaries, aren't they? Pretty much, right? Let's go in and see what we can do. This is the hardest secret room in all of hard mode of Cursed City. So, ooh, was that her? Wait. I want to check that. Was that her? I didn't even notice. I was too busy. Yeah, that was Wuji's A2. Oh my word. That was Wuji's A2. Now, granted, she has like 8,000 base attack, right? But man, oh man, that was some nice damn. Let's see that again. Let's see that again. All right, so Wuji is right in the middle of the team, right there, next to Mithrala and Arbiter. Boom! Oh! Man, oh man. So we know for certain, and these are level 270 mobs here, we know for certain she can smack with that A2. I told you that was some serious damage, right? And then she dies. We have Arbiter on the team, so we'll be okay. Hefrak is a beast. So where's her revive, man? It's the only thing about Arbiter is she could have just used it for turn meter boost 3 turns ago or 1 turn ago, and I might not have noticed. We have to deal with the counter. Speaking of beast mode counterattacks, that Cupidus is annoying. All right, it's got to be the next move, right? Come on. Arbiter. Oh, God, Arbiter. Thank God for Mithrala. Look at that. Petrification, petrification, petrification all over the place. All right, there it is. Let's get her healed up, please. She's got like 10 HP. All right. I'm curious to see what she does compared to Aboro. Aboro can smack too. Aboro can absolutely smack as well. All right. But man, I don't think after that AoE on the first wave there, I don't think anything's going to beat her damage here. Let's see if she has that A2 up right now. Boom. Was that the, wait, that was the A2, but without debuffs, right? Without debuffs, I want to say. Because that was Ward of Darkness, right? Anyway, I haven't honestly even seen her counterattacks yet. I've been too busy talking about her being dead and whatnot. And all right, so that's her A1. She got that decreased skill cooldown, so that could go to her A3 or her A2, or she could die too. Come on, it's her big chance in the spotlight. I can guarantee you this is the only Wuji Wuji video spotlight on all of YouTube. Actually, I can't guarantee, but I'm going to do it in the background right now. Ready? Wuji Raid Shadow Legends. All right, let's see. Moment of truth. Oh, Nub Raids! 2 years ago, he beat me to it. He beat me to it. Mad Capper as well. Mad Cap. Shout out to Mad Capper and Nubby. All right, maybe I'm not. I stand corrected, but I just discovered her, damn it. All right, so Wuji with 824,000 damage, man. Wuji, baby. Aboro, not really fair to poor Aboro, right? 200,000. She's better than that. She's better than that. She is built in Savage gear, though, so it's not like she's not built like Mithrala, who's apparently naked. She still got the job done, though, Mithrala, didn't she? All those petrifications. She saved us on that second wave. Let's try out again. She's not an arena champion per se, but let's try her out. Let's try her out here. I'm thinking to myself, man, how am I going to keep Wuji alive unless I'm just going to win the speed race? And I thought, well, why don't I stack the odds as much as I possibly can in my favor? I still don't think I'm going to win that battle, though, because I don't think I'm going to win the speed race there. I don't know. Let's try. My problem is right now is my Arbiter, as much as Arbiter's still the GOAT to this day, she's not as fast as she used to. She's not in anywhere near my best speed gear anymore, right? I have that on the all my free-to-play mythicals. I've got all that gear. So let's see. They locked me out. They're doing a lot of damage. Things aren't looking good here. I might have to switch the team. I might just have to switch to a go first team here, right? Because things aren't looking so hot at all. Even with Necra and UDK to try to keep everybody alive here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, that didn't work out well at all. Let's try to switch the team up to, you know what? Apologies, guys. Apologies. But let's just go ahead and put some champions on the team that I actually have built fast. How about that? And then we'll test out her damage. Ignore the mythicals. There's nothing to see here, guys. Nothing to see here. All right, we're going to set her up kind of the same way. We're going to set her up with an increased attack, and we're just going to do a damage check, right? So first, let's go to A2. Hopefully, no debuff, no decreased defense, but they're all squishy, so let's see. Yeah, not bad. Nothing crazy good, but not bad on that A2, right? Let's go ally attack on that A1, 61k. I did notice that her single target A1s can actually smack. Man, Nell, she's one of the lowest reviewed mythicals in the entire game, and I love her. I love her. She's really cool. Really cool in the arena too. But you have to pick and choose your spots. Can't go against polymorph at all. So she's very conditional. You can see she dishes poisons out through her passive endlessly. This is all Nell, by the way, right? The crazy thing is, on her alternate form, she has this passive that for every debuff she lands on either form, she increases all of her stats, including her speed, right? So you can switch forms and still benefit from that. Let's try her A2 one more time against this team. Again, like really nice damage there, but they're also very squishy, right? This squad. Let's go in again, one more A1 here. Nope. Can't even get the A1. All right, let's go one more, but this time, let's go with a counterattack and just try her out. Then we'll jump into Hydra Clan Boss because you didn't come here to see Wuji in the arena, did you? So, actually, you didn't probably come here to see Wuji at all.
We're here for you.
So, thank you for the 3 of you still watching this video. I appreciate you all. Let's go in. We got a nice tanky team here. Let's go in with that counterattack, and let's see what we can do here, right? So, who do we have for AoEs? Of course, Armand's is going to do his thing. We get a stun. That's a beautiful way to start things out here. Let's protect the lizard. Armand's going to just perma-stun here. Armand's is just such a pleasure to go against, isn't he? Just makes you love this game so much. Cool thing is we might never become unstunned here with Galathier in Star Sage. At least we get a polymorph proc there. That's good. Let's get rid of stupid Armands. There we go. Fantastic. Nice damage on that A1. Now we're locked out for a few turns. Beautiful. I really picked the wrong team here. I really picked the wrong team, didn't I? All I'm trying to do is get a... Okay. Not bad for the A1 against He-Man. He-Man is a 2 damage source. NUKER, keep that in mind. HP as well, so he's not as tanky as your average attack-based champion is what I'm trying to say. Get a little polymorph action. We're going to go ahead and revive He-Man. That's fine. We're 1 turn away from actually being able to, I don't know, take a turn. So let's try to do that. Let's try to do that. If He-Man does not, I have the powers down in the meantime. All right, let's test out that A1. Should be an easy kill against Armands. I like how she's very fast on her attack, huh? When she goes in, like the actual animation, I mean, you know? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Lady Kimmy. It's kind of a shadowkin-y thing. Let's set her up with that increase. Should we try it again? Let's try it again. Galathier, don't go anywhere, bro. We went with the counterattack. And let's remove some stuff. This is our last arena battle, don't worry. I can hear the viewers leaving right now. Okay, this is boring. Here we go. Let's just see one damn counterattack with that A1. It's going to be so anticlimactic. Can we get it? Damn it. Galathier has an AoE on his A1, but he hasn't been using it. All right. Now he's going to use it, damn it. We're going to go in with the A2 here. Oh, that was some nice damage on her A2. We're still not going to see that A1. There it is. Here it is. Get the final kill. It's an AoE when we didn't need it, damn it. It's an AoE when we didn't need it. Her multipliers are a 3 on the A1, which isn't bad when it's an AoE. It's a 4 on the A2, right? They give it a weak damage grading, but I don't think it's a weak ability, honestly. On her A, whoa! Sorry about that. I don't think it's a weak ability. Let's go to Hydra Clan Boss before we end this bad boy, guys. Hydra, brutal. I've got a team assembled. I've got Lamassu. Finally have her, man. She's a beast. I really, really love this champion. Just got her yesterday. My poor clan, we had a big losing streak. So I was at like 96 fragments for like 2 months straight. But finally got her. I love my clan. Shout to Rise. All right, we got Calamitous here. Calamitous is now, you'll see in a second, he's like one of the best DPS out there for Hydra in the game. Yeah, after his buff, right? He used to suck and now he's very good. He's going to be staying in his alternate form the entire time. He has a Hex and a decreased defense that ignores Poison Cloud, Life Barrier, the whole 9. And he has this Final Testament that hits so hard if they're under Hex. It's absolutely insane. Damage increases by 10% for each debuff on the target. So no one's going to come close, even Varl or anybody, to mess him with the Calamitous. But let's go ahead and start the battle. What do you guys say? Man, anybody who's so used to quick battles in Hydra almost get kind of thrown off when you actually go in and see the Hydra clan boss again. I'm like, ooh, it's been a long time since I've actually seen a battle here. Let's go in with the A2 of Lammasu. And let's go in, and we did land the block buffs on everybody. I don't think that we can run Wuji. Do we have decay up right now? Nope. Let's go in with the... Oh, we have decreased speed too. Beautiful. Lammasu, you're amazing. Let's go in with A2 of Krisk. Actually, we should have went A3 of Krisk. I forgot we don't have increased speed, so my bad there. Let's switch forms and check this out. So we already have Hex up. Let's see. We don't have decreased defense, so let's go with the first with the decreased defense. Not a ton of damage. Not bad. Varl goes in. Not a ton of damage. I don't think we've even gotten attacked yet, right? There's plenty there. Way to go, Mischief. Way to go. Ruining my video, bro. Ruining my video. Let's put some intercept on her. Let's give her some protection. Let's put the buffs back up as well. Now she'll start counterattacking here, right? What is it, 50,000? That wasn't, I'm not going to lie, that wasn't much. That wasn't too exciting. That was not, here it goes again, though. She gets a lot of them. That's the good news. She gets a lot of them. Let's go against the blue. Oh, I thought it was her for a second. My bad. You ever get a new champion? Like I said, I just got Lammasu.
Nice.
You ever get a new champion and just like looking at, her A2 wasn't bad, and just looking at the abilities, you're like, ooh, they look so different. Like the little icons for them, you know? Anyway, let's try out this A2 here of Calamitous. What do we have right now? 3.6 million damage so far. Are they under Hex? Not all of them, unfortunately. But anyway, here we go. 5. Okay. A little anticlimactic, huh? Not gonna lie. Let's go in here. Oops, Mischief. Yeah, let's get that increased speed, please. All right, can we get something to get excited about here, please? Let's put it on auto for a second here. I think it's how pathetic. Okay, there she goes. See, here's the thing, right? She's hitting for what, 50, 60, 70K on all of her attacks here. But it's definitely adding up, right? That's the cool thing about it as she dies. That's the cool thing about it. It's okay. We have Arbiter on the team. We're good, right? You can really stack up that damage. Okay. I would have loved the heal. I feel like we need another healer on this team, don't you guys? I'm not really thrilled with the overall healage here thus far. Okay. Other than that, the team's like pretty balanced. I don't think we're lacking anything here. I'm just not sure if we can stay alive for the duration of the battle. I am going to quick battle this in a moment here, but I figured we'd let it go, what, like, I don't know, 15 turns or so? Nah, let's let it go 20 turns, and then let's just compare the damage, right? That was her A1 solo there. That wasn't bad, 450,000 damage. You can see her damage is, like, pretty decent. Compared to the Calamitous, yeah. Compared to a Trunda, sure. Compared to a Tashiro the Bloody, yeah, she's not going to stack up. But I do think that she is, and I think you guys will see this, I think it'll be proven out once we look at the total damage numbers. But I do think that she is, especially with that weaken and block buffs, I think she's a solid B tier Hydra damage dealer, you know, in terms of what she brings to the table. All right, let's go in there and start removing some of this crap. What do you say? She can dish out some damage. I like having a force affinity nuker too, right? It's nice. When you look at our nukers here, we have 2 spirits and 1 force. Very unorthodox. Seldom do I have a Hydra team where I'm not running a blue affinity nuker, right? Anyway, we go in there. Arbiter's saving the day a little bit with some buff duration. I don't like that we had some poison clouds stack up. We do have ways to combat it, though. A nice heal reduction. You got to love that. One more move on her, and then we're going to go in and we're going to see... oh, well, how about 2 more moves, huh? And then we'll see what she did damage-wise compared to some of these other shamokes, and then we'll quick battle it and just see. I feel like this team's going to wipe, though. I almost feel like we should replace Krisk with a healer. Maybe Archer Queen? Let's try that. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. We have Krisk with 2.6, Varro with 6 million, Calamitous with 18 million, and Wuji with 6 million. So she's doing the same damage as Varl. Granted, Varl he has a power-up mechanic on his passive, right? So he'll get a little bit better as the battle goes. He did have some time there, but I mean, to compare her to a legendary, to even be in the same ballpark as a Varl. And we had some little bit of bad RNG there with her counterattack being removed. I'm pretty impressed. I don't think she's game-breaking or anything like that, but I'm pretty impressed with this champion for an epic, right? Granted, she's fully empowered, fully awakened, so there's that too.
Money, money, this money, that profit will make me wallet.
All right, guys, so we put Archer Queen in there instead of Krisk. I felt like we could sacrifice the ally protection to get more heals, so we put her in. Let's just see how this team does. I don't know if we're going to make it the whole duration, but let's see. Let's see. Here we go. I hate using my quick battle. Oh! 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 Okay, we didn't make it the full duration, but, dude, I'm pretty impressed with Wuji. She came close to Varl the Destroyer, who's really an A-tier damage dealer and Hydra clan boss. Man, I'm impressed by Wuji. That was not bad at all, right? Granted, we have her decked out, as I said. Look at Calamitous, 115 million. Very, very good there. But man, end of the day, you could do a lot worse. She's kind of a gift and a curse epic. I honestly would love to see a buff to Wuji.
Wait, what?
Even though I just spent 20 minutes drooling over this champion, the truth is, I would love to see 100% block buffs if it's going to be a 4-turn cooldown. If it's going to be a 3-turn cooldown, I'm cool with it at a 75% chance. And plus, we get more damage, right? Or maybe if it's going to be a 4-turn cooldown, make it attack all enemies 2 times, double down on the AoEs, and each hit has a 55% chance of placing a block buffs. I would like that as well. Other than that, though, really impressed by the champion. I think she's really cool. What do you guys think of this champion that no one's ever heard of, except for Madcapper and Nubraids and all their viewers? Thanks for watching till the end of the video. Do you have another kind of hidden gem epic that you want to see me do a guide on? I would love to. If that is the case, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.